What's up, guys? 3J's Threads here, letting you know that I have the information you're looking for. We've all done it. We're all on the same journey, the DTF journey. There's a lot of content out there that is super helpful. Teaches you how to maintain your printhead, how to do the power cleans, how to use the DTF solution correctly. But now get this. I have yet to find a video that teaches us how to change this guy, the damper. I found one video out there that showed you how to change the dampers, but didn't show you how to prime them. So we're gonna change out the dampers and we're gonna prime them. Da-da, no gatekeeping here, y'all. I'm just saying. I forgot I even had this channel. This morning, I have 52 subscribers, y'all. 52 subscribers. Well on my way to 1 million. Let's see. One day, we should all hope, right? Yes. And the award goes to, I want to thank all my people. Let's get it back to it. My DTF printer stopped working. It stopped printing. I've been doing this for about a year. Had no prior experience before. And I was at my wit's ends. I had no idea why it wasn't printing. Until I figured out that every 6 months, you have to change the dampers. But food for thought, guys. There's a bracket that comes on each damper. Don't throw it away when you change it because the replacements don't come with the brackets. I got them on Amazon. I'll put the description down in the description. If you're liking this video, subscribe. Let's go from 52 to 53 subscribers. Let's get it. Guys, another piece of information that is really important is that on the Epson ET8550, and I'm pretty sure on all the other printers also, every 6 months, aside of this, you want to change this guy. This is your pump assembly capping station. This goes bad also. The only reason I knew was because when my printer stopped working and I changed these, it still wasn't working. I started to see that, these got primed, which was great. But then this guy started flooding ink on the pad. I'm like, wait, what's going on? So it turns out this is bad. And I'm just going based off common sense. Full disclosure, I've never done this. So we're going to do this together. Hopefully it works. But don't hold me accountable if it doesn't work. I'm just saying. Guys, you can check us out on Instagram at 3J's Threads and Treasure. We're also on TikTok with the same handle, 3J's Threads and Treasure. If you've seen us out there, love you guys. Like and subscribe for more. We're going to get at it. Let's dive in. So this is my current situation. The Epson ET8550 looks like it's on an operating table. It is completely taken apart. I lifted up my scanner. My side panels are off. All right. We have the top off. It's my external waste tank. And then something I noticed, I'm going to take this damper out and I'm going to flush it out. It's a brand new damper, but I noticed that when I primed them, this damper started to get some like black, gray, white ink. Maybe it's happened to you guys. If it has happened to you, leave it in the message. What do you guys like? Drop it in the description. What do you guys do to fix this problem? I'm going to remove it, flush it, reinstall it, and reprime it. I'm also going to be changing the pump assembly capping station. Full disclosure again, I have no idea what I'm doing, so wish me luck, y'all. Stand by. Before we get into it, I think it's really important to call out, make sure you have all your stuff nice and organized. Like I have my side panels there with all my little screws. You definitely don't want to be losing any screws. If you don't have one of these, make sure to go out there and get one of these. This is going to help you. Wait, come on, little guy. There you go. This is going to help you not have to replace the maintenance box. The maintenance box can get costly. I did get this on Amazon also. And there's a little chip on the back of the maintenance box. You just scan that. It resets the maintenance box and poof, you save $15 every time from having to replace your maintenance box. So I do like to have these handy so I can clean up around myself. I don't like my printer to look yucky. And I'll tell you what, I just picked up these tools. I got this at Target for $7. It's a dental kit. And it's going to come in very handy, especially with the primers, with the dampers, because when we go to pull them out, we're going to have to use, I'll see if I can get a good zoom. Okay, so we're going to have to use that little peak right here. Okay, so really cool tool to have. Definitely recommend it. This little screwdriver, I'll be honest with you, it's a piece of caca. It's not magnetic. Whenever you're working with the Epson printer, you always want to make sure that you have magnetic screwdrivers. You definitely don't want to be losing screws inside your printer. So yeah, so let's go. We are going to get started right now. So I have to change my dampers on my Epson ET8550 because my white ink stopped coming out. I've had the printer for a year. I do my daily maintenance, but all of a sudden, my white stopped coming out completely. So after 1,000 power cleans, I mean, I've tried everything. Come to find out, the dampers have to get changed every 6 months. So if you guys are working on DTF with an Epson ET8550 and you've been running your printer for a long time and your white stops all of a sudden, check your dampers. I've never done it. Let's see. This could go either way. Good, bad, or indifferent. Hopefully this is a win for me because I have orders I gotta pump out, man. Let's go. So I am no professional by any means, but I'll tell you what I'm doing. I have a dental pick, right? There's some screws that go right here. I took out all the screws. And then if you can see right here, you have to put the little pick here and clip everything forward in order to remove the damper. It's gonna leave a mess. So I recommend having like, I have like a little box on the side. Let's pull this bad boy out. Just kind of toss it in your box. You're gonna have to clean all this up, man, you know? Yep. Gonna clean it all up. I already pulled everything forward, so let's just pull these out. Look at me, acting like I'm a professional. Yeah, right. I'll tell you what, I can print some nice clothes, but maintaining this is the first time for me. Look at that. This could be why my stuff looks terrible. Time to clean it up. Let's clean it up and we'll be back. So we got all the dampers out and we cleaned it. When you take the dampers out, you're gonna get flooded with ink, and if not, maybe it was just my printer. I did the best I could. You want to make sure that you are cleaning exceptionally well. These two, it's the white that gets clogged a lot. And again, I'm no professional, but I'm a troubleshoot. You're gonna make a mess, so I strongly advise, ladies, don't go get your nails done. Wait till you're done, then go get pretty, because we're gonna make a mess. So all right, so now we got that cleaned out. We're gonna change out our dampers. I got these on Amazon. Pardon my hands. Now, when you take out your old dampers, make sure that you keep your rails. Okay, do not throw these away. You have to take these off your old dampers because these are going to go here as a bracket. Let me set it up and I'll show you what it looks like. So this was not an easy task to install the damper. I mean, I struggled, I'm not gonna lie. Make sure you have a paper towel underneath your print head. You don't want it to leak all over there, and make sure you stay away from this side. Okay, try not to do any maintenance on the left side. That's like the motherboard. So when you're going to replace your dampers, you want to make sure that you keep your rails. I know I had mentioned this earlier. They do not come with your damper replacement, and please make sure with the nozzle, it's super sensitive. You can break it like super fast. All right, so I'm going to try to do it with you guys. I had to jump off real quick because I was struggling a little bit. But as you see, this little part goes front and back. And that's so that that can slide into the hole. So the idea is we're going to slide this into a little groove, pop it down, make sure this fits in the groove, and we're going to keep on going. I'm going to put the screws in afterwards. And then we need to prime it. So again, full disclosure, I've never done this. So we shall see how this comes out, man. All right. Let's see. So I'm gonna push the little silver thing to the back. See if I find my hole. A little groove there. The other one took me a few minutes. So it's in the groove. I see it in the groove back here. So if that's in, we really should be able to just there we go. So forward and backwards. So we are in there. Come on. It's a little tricky. I really shouldn't be the one to show you guys how to do this, but why not, right? I struggled with it, so I figured I might as well show people how I'm fixing it. So they're gonna come like this. I'm replacing all 6. Honestly, guys, I had no idea that I had to change the dampers. Reason I'm changing them is my white ink on my converted DTF Epson ET8550 printer. The white ink stopped coming out after I did all the prints I did, so I had to replace the dampers. I'm not very tech savvy, so thank you, YouTube, for showing me how to do this. So it's like the pay it forward game, right? Somebody showed me, I'm going to show somebody else, so on and so on and so on. So we're going on to the blue damper now. Oh, no, you gotta stay in there, little guy. You know, guys, and honestly, whoever told you doing DTF was, oh, so simple, right? You want to start your own business? Yeah. Get yourself a printer. Make some t-shirts. Yeah, it's all gravy, baby. Until you have to learn how to do the maintenance on it. Tell you what, I've heard people start their DTF journey and honestly quit before they even get their first sale. So yeah, there's a lot of good tutorials out there for anybody who's starting in the game. It's definitely something entertaining to do, but I'll tell you, it takes work, man. We're going to repeat the process for all 6 dampers. And again, I mean, I would imagine that this all has to do with how much you print, but I noticed, honestly, like my white ink wasn't coming out at all. You don't want to be that one, man, that does power clean, power clean. I was that one, power clean, power clean, power clean, and nothing, man. So definitely have to do your research. A lot of good people out there with good information. I'll tell you, I started my DTF journey with Highly Flavored. He has really great tutorials. To be honest, it's the only reason I feel comfortable doing this. I did not see this video on his tutorial, so Highly Flavored, maybe you should do one of these. I honestly didn't even find too much content on YouTube around this. I really only found like 2 videos, so it's like, why not, right? So if you have converted your Epson ET8550 to do a DTF, and you notice that your white ink stopped coming out, and you've never changed your dampers, you might want to change these guys, okay? And again, full disclosure, I am no professional. I am not here selling you a printer, ink, nothing. I'm just here showing you how frustrated I was that my printer stopped working. So, yeah. We can't quit, right? So we gotta figure out how to make this sucker work. And a little finesse. A little bit of patience, we should be good. They're not always going to be easy, I'll be honest with you. These little dampers, man. Pain in my you know what. Alright, one more to go, then we're going to screw it all in. And we are going to prime it and see how, yeah, we did. Definitely something to keep in mind here if you're starting your DTF journey. I only have one printer, so my business is on a halt. It's stopped. It is dead stopped. So you might want to take that into consideration when you're starting your journey, and either get yourself 2 printers so you can still operate while you're doing the maintenance on your stuff, or you can print your transfers in bulk. Oh, this one's giving me a hard time. Come on, man. Alright. Alright, so I got last damper. Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. You can do it. Put your back into it. Got it. Alright, let's see. Did we do it? You want to make sure that you hear the click, clack, that it connects in the groove. Also, I'm going to show you when I'm done that you can see that they're in the groove, because you don't want this thing to blow up ink everywhere and drop ink, and it will do that if you are not in correctly. Okay, so you see the little grooves back here. See if I can give you a better view here. These are the grooves. This right here, groove, 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 groove. So they have to be inside, clicked, 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 clicked. And then all of these have to be below, underneath, 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 underneath. Now let's put the screws back. All right, guys, so where I left off in the last video was all I had left to do was reattach the screws to the printer head. Prime the unit, and then do a power clean in order to get the dampers primed. But I ran into a problem. I did all those steps I just mentioned, and I noticed that there was not enough suction, not enough air pull going from the printer head to the capping station. And what that was causing was not enough waste pulling from the ink tanks. So I was misfiring. When I did my nozzle check, I had one color. So, I mean, and I did it over and over again, and I continued to have, and I can show you, one color. So, obviously what I did didn't work. Hey, but full disclosure, I said, hey guys, I have no idea what I'm doing, but guess what? I figured something out. After I changed the dampers, primed the dampers, changed the capping station pump assembly, I was like, wait a second, the only other thing that I haven't done was mess with the print head itself. So I actually took it out yesterday. I deep cleaned it and I put it back. I did my power clean and it looked like everything was working good, but I did get an error code. And the error code, I believe, was 31002 or something like that. I can give you guys the error code in a second. But what it was is the FCC cable, when you go to reattach the printer head, was loose. Okay, so I know there's a lot of jargon in this video. The video is very extensive and long, but I started the video saying we're going to troubleshoot until we find out and figure out what the problem is. I have a really, really strong, I'm very confident feeling that once I remove, we're going to have to basically undo it all to put it back together. But once I undo it to reattach the FCC cables properly into the ports on both sides, we're going to reinstall the dampers, we're going to reprime them and do a power clean, and we should be good to go. But let's go, we're going to get started. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we're going to turn the printer off so that we can unplug it and have access to be able to move the printer head freely. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to go back and edit the video. Oh, and you know what? As a matter of fact, let me show you guys really quick what the error code was. So let's see if I can get you guys to see that. So error code 031002. So what I did is I put that error code actually into ChatGPT, and it told me what it was: loose cable, foreign object stuck in the printer. So I can imagine it's the FCC cable, but I could be wrong. We'll see. We're gonna get into it. So right now, all I did was I turned off the printer. I'm gonna turn it on. The minute that I hear the motor turn on, I'm gonna unplug it from the back. There you go. And I only did that so that I can move the printer head freely. Next, you guys were working with ink, so you want to make sure that you have paper towel laying underneath your print head. Where we're going to be working is a very sensitive area. You can take off this black part, you can take this part off, this part, you can take everything off. I don't need to do that right now. I was tired of seeing the printer taken apart, so I'm just going to slide my print head over into this little crevice here. Okay. And what I'm going to start to do is I'm going to open up the line. Okay. A lot of people take off the spring with the dental pick. I don't take it off. Maybe I should. I just don't. Don't have to. Okay. So first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you disconnect your ink lines. They're pretty easy to come out, but if not, you can get like tweezers. And you might make a little bit of a mess, so expect it. A lot of people number their hoses. I mean, I guess it's a good idea. I mean, that's actually, let me see if I can find a Sharpie real quick. So I went ahead and I numbered them. I don't know if you can see it, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I went ahead, there's 2 screws here. You want to remove those screws. And again, always use a magnetic screwdriver. I just removed those screws. Now this part should pop right up, but there's a little clear film here. You could just kind of like slide it back and then slide the front forward and it should come right out. The hoses are tucked in, so you're going to want to kind of like lift up the hoses. I know this seems intimidating. I was very scared. And again, I'm no professional, but it wasn't that difficult for me. Now there's 6 screws. You're going to remove the screws from the dampers. Now, full disclosure, this damper for me, the groove is a little messed up on this one. So I kind of have to force it out. It won't be this difficult for the rest of the screws. So let's take out those first. All right, so now I removed all my screws. You may see some puddling at the bottom. Let me see if I can get this a little higher in order to show you guys. Give me 1 second. All right, so I'm going to get some paper towel really quick because I know that this is going to create a disaster here. And we are going to get our beautiful trusty dental pick. And all we're going to do is we're going to take this side and we're going to put it inside the hole, and you're going to pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. And then you should be able to just pull these little suckers out. So let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I do have to the side, see if I can show you guys. I turn this little bad boy. Yeah, okay. So over to the side, I do have like a cardboard, and all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick them up and transfer them there. And I do this so that I have them close to me. Try to make sure you don't drip into the printer itself. I try to keep them in order based off the colors. If you do have some flooding, you may have to flush. Look at that. I did a J. That's funny. That's funny because we're 3Js. It's a sign, guys. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. So we definitely have some puddling. So we're gonna have to clean that, which is great because then you guys will get to see exactly what I did yesterday. Yeah. Nothing like doing stuff a few times. Okay. And then I'll show you how it is that I actually cleaned the dampers on the bottom. All right. Whoa, dominoes. I like to try to stand them up. If there's any like residual ink, it can start to leak out while I'm going to be working on the printhead. And again, I'm no pro. These are just personal preferences. All right. So I'm just going to literally, what I did yesterday, which I found to help me, was I took little pieces of paper like this, and I kind of just folded them in, just so it could start to, you know, absorb it all. Okay, and that's going to be the fun part. But it can be intimidating. So the removal of the printhead is actually super simple. There's 4 screws. One here, one here, one here, and one here. And there's 2 FCC cables, one on this side and one on this side. Okay. The cables cannot have any smudges. From what I was reading. Okay, and they have to be properly connected to the connectors. And if you can see down here, I'm getting puddling. So I'm gonna move this because I don't want that to get anywhere near the printhead itself. So while I'm letting that absorb, I'm just gonna go behind, kind of give it a wipe down. I do not want any of this touching this side. It's too close over here for my comfort. I know you guys ran home and like, no, Jen, hurry up, move the printhead. I know. No, I saw it too, guys. I saw it too. Alright, so lay some more paper in here because when we go to prime it and do all our work, I don't want any of that residual ink to start to flow in there. Before I get distracted, let's put the paper towel back so we don't damage our beautiful printhead. Guys, this printhead is the life of your printer. I'm going to tell you right now, replacing the dampers was cheap, like 50 or 60 bucks to replace all of them. The capping station was like 30 bucks, super inexpensive. If you have to replace your cords, 30 bucks. You have to replace that printhead, you're talking about 300 bucks on an Epson ET 8550, and no one is trying to spend that money. So before you give up and think that your printer's dead, good chances are your printhead is just clogged. I'm going to take out my paper now. Set my paper to the side. And it picks everything up pretty decently. The gaskets are not dirty, not too, I mean, the printhead is not too dirty because I cleaned it yesterday. All right. So now I'm going to remove that guy. So we're going to take my screwdriver. Once I remove the FCC cables, I'm going to stop the video, turn around, and continue the video just so that I can show you how I set up my little workstation. I really don't want to put too much pressure when I'm screwing or unscrewing this. Again, you got to treat this as fragile as possible. I was super intimidated when I did this yesterday, but I learned a while ago that in life, you have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. So, I am not comfortable doing this. So, you know what that tells me? I got to get comfortable doing this. Yeah. Okay. Come here, little guy. Make sure you don't confuse your screws. I literally separate all my screws. You don't want to try to put a screw in here that doesn't fit. That will definitely throw the groove off of something. Now the FCC cables are very fragile. You want to be very careful. That's another thing that you don't want to replace. It's not that it's expensive, it's that it's a pain in the ass. Because all these cords run here, they run inside. So like, man, if my printer looks like it's on an operating table now, I can imagine if you have to replace FCC cables. Okay, so here, this bottom part lifts. Okay. But it is attached by the FCC cables. So I'm going to remove that. See, that's the smudge. So it was telling me, hey, you have a smudge. So I want to clean this up. I'm going to remove it by pulling it out gently. Okay. And then we're going to pull this one out ever so gently. There you go. And here it is. So this is your print head. Okay. So you got 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when I did this yesterday, let me see if I can show you. I don't know. Okay, is that a little better? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. So there was caked on ink all over here, 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 here. Now there's a little silver plate. Okay, so what I did is, all I did was unscrewed the 4 screws. I'm not going to do it again because I did it yesterday, but I unscrewed the 4 screws. It's a little silver plate. When you remove that silver plate, you're going to notice that under the silver plate, the trim has a bunch of black caked on ink. You want to clean that off really good. Make sure to use like a lint-free cloth. Over here, I had caked on ink, caked on ink, caked on ink. So I just cleaned it up. So let me just double check and make sure it still looks good from yesterday. Okay. So that's not too bad, but the gaskets. So if you take your little pick and you lift here, I don't know if you can see, right here, you see that? That gasket comes out, okay? So you can take it out. It's super simple. Just remove it, bro. Sorry, my zoom is bad. So you could take out the gasket, you can clean around the gasket. Okay, clean this up in here and replace the gasket. So I don't think I should do that because I did it yesterday. I don't really want to keep playing with this. But what I will do is I'll show you a little trick that the guy showed me, okay, to make sure that all the ports are clean. So I went ahead and I filled my syringe with my DTF solution cleaner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down, I don't know if you can see this here, but I'm going to lay down the DTF cleaner like you do in the other printer when you are going to clean the print head. And we're kind of going to do the same thing. Okay, we're going to let it sit there for a second. So what you're going to do is you're going to press it down. So when I press it down, look at your little mesh ports. Okay, you're going to start to see ink come up, and that's what we want to see, right? There you go. That's exactly what you want to see. You're going to do that a few times, and you're going to hold it. And we're doing this to make sure that all the solution gets inside. Got our little pieces of paper. This is what I did yesterday. And I'll tell you what, those stampers got primed super fast. Oh, yes, they did. And again, I'm sure that everybody has their own method, their own way. And I tell you, I'm very fortunate enough to have found some content out there to walk me through it, because ChatGPT wasn't doing it, man. It was not doing it. See, the colors are starting to come. You want to get all that out. You don't want any obvious blue in your white. So what I did yesterday to kind of help me, dropped a little bit of white. It's a few drops. So make sure we get all that blue out. What we'll do is we'll just let it sit there for a second. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay. Go back and let's hit that white. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this paper towel sitting in here. And I am going to actually go and start cleaning the box, the actual manifold. You see how that ink is coming out? That's a good thing. That is a good sign. Let's put these back. Let's let this keep doing its thing. So right now, all I'm doing in here is just making sure that the FCCC cable is wiped off. There's no smudges. Because this can get dirty in here too. So you want to wipe inside here. Whatever like residual ink that you can remove, it's always going to be good. So I see you're going to get dirty. I would not use any liquid in here. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a safe method. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to do it. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Get your girl here to a few more followers. Really helps the channel, helps the algorithm, and keeps me engaged. I totally forgot about this channel. My bad. My bad. I will go actually into my videos, my 3 videos that I have there. And I'm going to actually go through the comments and respond to anybody who commented on the video. I am so sorry. So we are now ready to put the print head back because we cleaned everything out. So first things first, you see how this has a bend here? This was glued here. It's not intended to come out. It kind of actually helped me a little that it did, only because you have to actually like connect this to the bottom, and it can be a little tricky depending on the angle that you're at. So let me just finish cleaning this up here inside. You want to buy a tee? I'm not going to stop you. Make sure to check out our website at 3jsthreadsandtreasures.store. It's a bunch of really, really cool stuff out there. A lot of hoodies, t-shirts, and tumblers. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back and let's check on our printhead box. All right, so let's take a look at our printhead box. See how we're looking. Are we cleaned up and ready to get back installed? Oh yeah, baby. All right. So let's take a look at this. So much cleaner. Let's remove, I'm going to remove this gasket, the two whites, so I can show you. And we're going to clean them out real quick and put them back. One, so I can show you, and two, I just want to make sure it's not clogged. And then all I'm going to do is lift from here. There's a little mouth, like tooth thing here. See that? Yeah. So keep it facing forward so you don't get confused. The same way you took it out. And let's take out the other one also. White does get clogged, but I don't know if maybe I had left a little white ink there. So you can even, from this point, you can even take a little paper towel and get in there. Sorry. Yeah. So I took the gaskets out of the white ones. What's going on with my camera? I don't understand. Get in here. And then you want to make sure that these things are all dry. Like, you don't want this wet, like all this moisture back here. All right, so let's put the gaskets back. So check this out. The top and the bottom are the same, so you can put it either direction. Just make sure that the grooves are correctly and you're not putting it backwards. So all that I'm doing is putting it right back in the groove. Giving it a little pat pat, little pat pat. Sit down, my friend. All right, here you go. So we have all our gaskets in. This is cleaned. Now the bottom, always want to make sure that this is dry. You don't want water here. You don't want any excess ink around here, around here, around here, here. And then when we go to reinstall this, what we're doing is we are taking our FCC cables and we are reconnecting them here and here. They're going to slide in, chook, chook. Okay. But if you don't slide them in, chook, chook, right, then you're going to get the error. Okay. So let's go back and let's get finished. Let's finish up. So the first thing I'm going to do is reattach my FCC cables. Let me get a paper towel because my hands get sweaty. Cannot have that. I'm going to first try to do this one first because it's shorter. Yesterday I did this one first and I had the issue, so I'm going to try to do this one first. Okay, it's in. That side is in. Now we got to do the other side. Yes, we got it. We got it. All right, so now we are just going to pop our, there we go. Okay, we are installed. So now what we're gonna do, my friends, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. I have been on a mission. Make sure I didn't get my own screws confused. I'm so excited because I feel like this is going to clear all my errors. Well, the only error I had. You know, I'm not a computer person, I'm not savvy, but I do believe that if you want something bad enough, that come hell or high water, you're going to figure out how to learn what you need to learn. So, oof, coffee almost spilled. All right, so we are almost there, guys. So all we have left to do right now is, check it out. Let me show you. So close. We have to reprime those, reinstall those, and do a power clean, and we should be good. So with the dampers, before you put them in, make sure to wipe them off, right? So I try to like get all that weird ink. I don't want to create any contamination. So make sure, I'm going to take a second. I'm going to make sure my dampers are nice and clean on the bottoms, and I'll show you what they look like when I'm done. All right, I want to show you the dampers before we put them in. So real quick call out. That red stuff is not inside the damper. It's underneath the plastic, so we should be fine. I know because I checked under and it's only white in there. It's not contaminated. I did not have to flush anything out. Same thing with this. There's a little bit of red, but it's under the plastic. As you see, there's still white in the damper. Same thing. So I just want to make sure that none of them were contaminated. This is red, black, so forth. So now we are going to put them back in. All right, so we're going with our second white damper. Again, we're going to go straight in. All right, so we are in the damper. All right, it's this angle. It is this angle because when I do it like this, it slides in perfectly. And this is honestly, this is the most important part. You don't get this part right, your dampers are not going to pull. See, like this one looks like it's in, but guess what? It's not in. Okay, now we are in the damper. Yep, now we are in the groove. Cool. All right, repeat the process. We're going to go to blue now. Make sure your brackets are good. I'm going to go to yellow. Make sure everything is nice and tight. All right, we're going to do the last damper. Slid back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And then let me show you. See if I can show you the actual grooves. So those are your grooves. You need to make sure that each groove is in each slot. Well, now we're going to put the screws back. Almost done. We are almost there. Hopefully you guys numbered your lines. So all I did was I put the little cover back. Don't forget to put your screws back in. Okay, so let's close this. Let's reattach our lines. You want to tuck your lines back in. And this is a pain in the butt, but I find that if you go from the front first, and then from here, you fold up. Much easier this way, I think. Okay, let's get our 2 screws back. Okay. All right, you guys, so I just filled up all my inks. This is the test of all tests. So I moved my print head all the way back. I'm turning it on. And we are going to do a power clean and see if we cleared that error. 6 minutes. And then we'll come back after the 6 minutes and see if this fixed it. I'll tell you what, I could have very easily gone and bought a new printer. But honestly, if it happens again, what am I going to do, right? Keep buying a new printer? So we had to keep on trucking along until we figured out what was the issue. So before, when I was doing a power cleaning, you see how the waste is running through my external waste tank? It wasn't doing that at all. So there wasn't suction, the pump went bad. I mean, everything went bad. Like any maintenance piece that you could have done for this printer went bad. So I replaced everything. So now I know how to do it. Now I'm not intimidated. Now, if it happens again, I can fix it. And I don't have to go out and spend $749 on a new printer. So I'm going to pause the video, come back when it's done, and we're going to see if we fixed it. So power cleaning is done. We're doing a Printhead nozzle check. Let's see, man. Let's see if we fixed it. I got to tell you, power cleans take a lot of ink. They're going to take about 1/4 of a tank of each color, so you got to make sure that you have enough ink. God, Lord, please. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, come on. I know, I need a sturdier table. I know. Check it out. And we have white. Oh my God. We fixed it. Oh Lord. All right, now back to work. I got some shirts I got to pump out. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace out. Put the sides back on. Reattach the cap. We out. Bye-bye. 3 J's all day.